Hey guys, just wanted to share a little update about how things with Monster Crown are going. So to start off, we have a Kickstarter update today. So I know a lot of Kickstarter backers, they really like to read all the content, and when we post a video, they're like, well, can we have a text version? So to those backers, I just want to tell you, you can skip till later in the video, and I'll put a timestamp below so you can see the Switch version running, because a big thing I wanted to show you guys is the progress on the consoles. So the Switch version is coming along great. You'll see some footage of that later on in the episode. We're just going to play through. You're going to see typically how it runs, and it runs great. It's coming along really well. So yeah, we're just going to do a bit of a long let's play on it. Just maybe take 15-20 minutes to play through, explore a few different things, talk about some recent changes. Because a lot of the rest of the information in this video is going to be in the Kickstarter update. So if you just want to see that, you can jump to it. So the Switch is coming along great. Everything's running excellent on there. The Vita is a bit of a different beast. With the Vita version, and it's always a bit difficult to talk about consoles because there's a lot of stuff that's like restricted information, of course. But the Vita, what we need to do basically is we need to take Monster Crown and we need to break it off and make a Vita version. And that's fine. We'll get that set up for sure. It's something that gets more difficult as time goes by because the Vita is an aging system, but it's still something I'm targeting 100%. We haven't forgot about the Vita. We get questions on it now and then. But I just want you guys to know that I love the Vita. I want to bring it to the Vita, but we're kind of trying to wait till we're as close to the end as possible, because once we break off the second version, we need to maintain the changes on both sides. So as a lot of you know, things are coming along really well with the beta testing. We have a lot of people in there beta testing, and if you're watching this video and you're not a backer, you're not already playing, we have a link down below. There's just some simple steps you can do to get your hands on with Monster Crown and play it yourself right now on PC. So yeah, expect more Vita information in the future. Hasn't been silently cancelled. We care about you Vita backers. I know a lot of you have come out to us and said, you know, you'd like to switch to the Switch version or the PC version, and that's fine. But the Vita is definitely important to me. We said we're bringing it to the Vita, and I really want to bring it to the Vita. So we're going to exhaust all possibilities in getting that to you guys, you Vita fans. Vita fans are great, because like you go over on the Vita subreddit and the first thing you see is like these people with these hundreds, thousands of hours in RPGs. Not hundreds of thousands, but hundreds/thousands of hours in RPGs and really deep games. Like they're very serious gamers, and I totally respect that. Good friends with Zach, the developer of Cerealim. His games are on there, and I know that people are really passionate about it. And I know everyone was really excited about a few years back a game called Collectums that I believe is still in the works. That was promised a Vita version, and people were really excited about that. So we want to bring monster taming, you know, to the Vita. I think it'll go great along with Cerealim both existing on the platform. So. Definitely remains a priority for us. We are actually going to be participating in the Steam Summer Festival. We're going to be involved there, and there's going to be a lot of great information coming out, so stay tuned for that. I was originally going to delay this update until we could share all that information at once, but now the Steam Summer Festival has been pushed out a week, and I didn't want to leave you guys hanging without an update. Usually we do a monthly update, but I delayed it a bit longer this time because I wanted to put a bit more work on the Switch before I showed it off. But you know, I wanted to have something so you weren't stuck waiting till the Summer Festival information comes out. But there's a lot of great information coming out in just the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned for that. You won't have to wait long at all for it. Definitely got some big announcements. Something I'd like to touch on real quick is the card collections. The card collection was a stretch goal. Some of you might remember, basically just as a stretch goal, you'd be able to get these cards in the game that unlock a dungeon that you go in. It's just one floor, you fight random generated monsters that are based on that card. So if you got a Laz card, and I'll post the update below in case you want to read more in depth about what we announced, but if you have a Laz card and you use it, you can find a dungeon that you go into and you fight all these Laz hybrids, and they're coming at you, and hybrids, and you can tame them, or you can fight them, or you can just collect a lot of great items in the dungeon, but it's just one floor. But the development has come along so well on that feature that it's actually going to be a 5 or more floor dungeon that you can kind of go through. I've been playing it, it's really addictive. And so you collect the card and you activate it, and when you enter that dungeon and you play through it, if you manage to make it to the end, that card becomes holographic. So you have it in your binder, and the idea is that if you're interested in this sort of feature, because it's totally optional, there's nothing pivotal in the story that you have to do to unlock, to get unlocked by using the cards. But as you play through the dungeons and you unlock the holographic version of the cards, slowly you fill out this binder in your notebook with like all your holographic cards, because I know many of you, like me, had Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon binders growing up, showing off all your holographics and your holographic Machamp. My Blue Eyes White Dragon collection, a lot of that was really fun, and I have so many amazing memories of it. It's something I wanted to incorporate into Monster Crown, and thanks to all the backers, it could happen. So we're going to have some footage of that coming up a little later towards the middle of the summer. Maybe even for our next Kickstarter update, we'll have a lot to show off about that, because the feature is like 95% done, and it is a stretch goal. So hopefully that tells you a little bit about how development's coming. Development's coming along really well. We're working on the last of those issues. You know, there's not a lot of content left to be created. We're getting very close to the final chapter of development and, you know, the release of Monster Crown. So we're focusing on polish, and you'll see a little bit of that later in the video when we play the Switch version. And working on those stretch goals and making them happen, making it work. So, you know, I haven't felt this good about Monster Crown in a long time, and I can't wait to show you more of what we have coming up real soon. A lot of information going to be hitting you hard and fast very soon. So a lot of you know about the transformation items. Now, the transformation items, you know about the Super Grow that turns Laz into the bigger, monstrous, infected Laz. So that is called, of course, Laz SG, after Super Grow. You know about the Book of the Dead. You saw that in the video we had back this fall. You can check it out if you're not familiar with that video. But basically, the Book of the Dead transformation that turned K-Knight into Book of the Dead K-Knight. And there's a transformation for each starter, but also many other monsters. So we haven't revealed all the transformation items, but I'd just like to show you a new monster transformation, and maybe you can try to guess what transformation item this is going to be, because it's a word that fans have seen before. So this right here, what we're showing, is F-Eel FB. So F-Eel FB is much bigger, much stronger, and what you see there is it's a blizzard around its neck. So if you've been following Monster Crown for a long time, or you've just dug into all the information we've released over the years, maybe you can figure out what FB stands for. And we're really glad to show off this transformation item. Expect more info about F-Eel FB, it's almost like a tongue twister, and the other monsters that transforms. And we're also working on some big art of these transformations, so I'll show you a little preview now of... This is Dracoil AC. So Dracoil AC received some art back before the Kickstarter, but I've gotten a lot better at art since. And, you know, art is time consuming. It really is. Like, I'm sure this picture I already have 5 or 6 hours put in on, and it's not even colored yet, but I feel like it's going to turn out great. I'm really happy with it so far. Needs a little bit of work on the, right hand? Yeah, the right hand is a little bit off, but we're going to fix it up. It's going to come out pretty good. Sometimes when you're developing, like, you just need a break, and I feel like I can't play games these days. I don't really get to watch shows. I feel like I should be doing something for Monster Crown at all times, and Monster Crown is really engaging to me. So much of what I like and what I love is present in Monster Crown nostalgia. So I just kind of want to I want to be in that world all the time. So if I'm not developing, I kind of get exhausted because I'm sitting here at this table and I'm writing code for so many hours, just fixing bugs, like crossing things off the list, because that's where we are right now. The little bugs, the feedback we're receiving. And I just need a break, but like Monster Crown itself, I still want to be there, you know what I mean? And it's a nice change up to just work on some art. You know, there's a lot of you that are probably a lot more talented than me when it comes to art, but the grind and having something you're proud of at the end is something I can show you guys, and something that communicate the world that's in here. And it's going to be a monster crown into you guys, and maybe engage a little bit of your imagination into is like the best thing I've done. So everyone is of course affected by the COVID situation. Just an aside, but I thought it was Corvid. when this first started coming out, I thought it was Corvid because maybe it came from crows or something, you know, like Corvid. So I was in work meetings and everything, and I was like, man, yeah, with the new Corvid situation, and people, I don't know if they thought I was joking or if they just didn't want to bring it up and embarrass me, but yeah, it took me an embarrassingly long time to stop calling it COVID. I just even see the word COVID online and I'd call it Corvid. Speaking of work, the transit home is really great now because I'm working at, you know, from home. So I'll just show you my transit home each day. So this is just a short video. I want to show you me going from the office to me going home. So okay, okay, here I am. I'm in the office. Okay. Oh look, it's quitting time. I close the laptop, and I'm home. Here I am. It's just like that every single day. So it's freed up a lot more time for me. I don't have to drive home and boot up my laptop and go into Monster Crown because I'm right here. I can start it up. I can finish work for the day. I can put on a coffee. I can jump into Monster Crown right away. By the time the coffee's brewed, I've already got 10 minutes of work done. You know, it's fantastic. It's definitely been a very productive time, and it's helped in that capacity. And I hope all of you out there are staying safe, and I really hope no one in your families are affected by COVID. Especially those of you with people that have immune system issues or any sort of asthma, respiratory issues. I know my fiance has asthma, so I was so worried about her getting COVID. I thought she was definitely an at-risk group. She's got very bad asthma. She's got all this scarring in her lungs, and she's been very sick before just from like seasonal asthma acting up. So I mean, between that and the chronic fatigue syndrome and the struggles you know I've had, we're clearly not very healthy people, but, you know, we're making do. I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that are dealing with similar and much worse struggles. So we'll all just have to keep doing the best we can and hope everything works out. One other thing I'd really like to share is Alessandro. As you know, he's done a lot of tile revamps, and we've revamped the whole world of Crown Island, and it looks great thanks to Alessandro. But something he's also been doing that I mentioned in a Kickstarter update a while back is I commissioned him to just kind of tweak and revamp each town. So he's going through each town and he's looking for little places that, you know, we're going to make a little road here. It looks nice. We're going to clean up this bank. We're going to add this extra little park to the town that you can get in through. It's not holding me up. It's not holding up development. Alessandro's really tied up. He's very busy, but as he gets time to do these, we're going to put him in the game. He's just working on it the best he can. The towns already look great with his tile work. I'm really satisfied with each, but he's trying to give that extra oomph. So he's going to keep doing that, and we're going to get through as many towns as we can, get things as polished up as possible before release. We're not letting this hold up release. It's kind of like while I'm here working, fixing bugs, getting ready to move through that final chapter. He's doing what he can. If he gets them finished up, we put him in. It's kind of just like, it's just cherry on top, you know? He's going to finish these up. He's going to iterate through them. We're going to put them in. And it's not holding anything up, and it's not tying me up, so you don't need to worry about it causing delays. It's kind of just like taking the game to that next level for you guys at no additional cost, no additional weight. Just putting everything we can into Monster Crown to make it as good as it can be. So with that said, we're going to get into a bit of the Switch gameplay. Kind of just taking an easy play through the game. So this is kind of the end of the big news that we have for this update. We're just kind of chill out a bit and play some Monster Crown now, so if you want to tune in, that's going to start right now. If you're tuning out, that's cool too. Really want to thank you for joining us for this update and catching up on Monster Crown. Stay safe, guys. So, this is the game running on Switch. by our lovely publisher, Sedesco. I mean, it's by me too. They don't get all the credit. So here it is, Monster Crown on the Switch. So my fiance and I have been playing through, or I'll call Jason though, because I guess my name is better than hers. So we're just gonna load up our file here. Oh, while you're out. My monster's named Jason too, it seems. Alright, so here's Monster Crown on the Switch. And just gonna run into town here to get away from these monsters for a minute. So a lot of you know these areas pretty well. This is a monster I've bred. I was hoping to use this to solo the area. Once I unlocked breeding, I bred up this guy from a Harvestkin combined with an Ambigu. So I started with Darwall, and as you can see, things are working pretty good. I just thought that I would go down and try to take out some Dusar. So if any of you have played the beta but haven't played recently, we've added a new area just down in the east of Desperado, where you can encounter some new monsters and kind of navigate through a little bit of a mini dungeon. Okay, so yesterday I added these little extra, where my thumbs are, these are extra type icons so you can quickly tell what's a good matchup. Now I'm trying to solo the game with this guy, so that doesn't leave me with a lot of options. I've got a relentless attack though. Good against Gwallop. I think I'm going to get killed a lot. Actually, you know what? I'm stronger than you, Gwallop, so I'm just going to run away. Let's see if we got any aloe leaves. We do. Also added this little HP number display, because that was kind of lacking before. You couldn't see exactly how much HP your monster had. So I really should be grinding somewhere else, but I just want to get to those new caves. Oh, I've got an egg hatching. Let's check that out. The monster egg is shaking. I hope you guys like the new text boxes. Because, yeah, my fiance was playing and she said the old text boxes look lo-fi. Now, she actually said they look like Dinky Dino. I don't know what that means. Yeah, Dinky Dino was like a Tamagotchi style pet. I had one growing up too. I'm not sure how the old text box looked like Dinky Dino, but I agreed with her they did look a bit simplistic, so got this new fancier text box. Alright, so we got ourselves a shark. And we're just gonna go with the default name. So the default name should be a combination of your the parent name. So Gorjim and Darwall right now should make Gorwall if you bred them. So right now it's defaulting to Jason because I have it also just for some debug mode stuff. I have if you hit select, it's going to fill in Jason for the name just so I can quickly start a new game and test. And that's what you're seeing right now with the monsters as well. Those damn Hooper sisters. I don't know if it's been clear, but we heard there's a kid pretending to be a tamer roaming around. To keep them safe, we're here to guard the way to dangerous places. Sorry, you can't pass. I don't know if it was obvious to other people, but the kid that has been running around pretending to be a tamer is actually you, and the sisters are just kind of giving you a hard time about this, or at least they're on the lookout for a kid, so I thought it'd be kind of funny. The sisters aren't going to be in the final game. They're just there right now to kind of block off areas we don't want to expose beyond the limits of the beta right now. Alright, Darwalk, come on out and wreck. I said I was going to solo, but this is going to be a really boring video if I die in the video as often as I'm cool with dying in real life. So I'll leave my monster behind. I did. Alright, let's see. That's the one. Alright, so when you're ready to scout a monster, let's lure him up a bit. What you do is, and if the monster's in the right position, your monster attacks. So, yeah, like I mentioned this back during the Kickstarter campaign, but one thing, it doesn't always make sense to just go over and, what are you going to do, headbutt the monster with your player character? So even just for some lore purposes, you can kind of kneel down with your monster and say, hey, go get him. That just made a lot more sense to me, even if it's something that you won't use 90% of the time. You know, I think I'm going to have to switch to Gorgem, though, because Gorgem has a way cooler sprite on the overworld. Oh yeah, Tamer Pack. It's always so good when you realize, hey, someone died here. Man, I'm bad at remembering the way into my own... Well, let's see what Gorgem can do. Relentless attack? Yeah, he's got swipe. Gwallop is it's a wall, though. I'm gonna run from this guy. I got 2 HP, okay. Gotta bust out the tasty Gwalchops again. Gwalchops are much healthier for you than aloe leaves. Is that the way it works in real life? Or like pork chops way healthier for you than like spinach? Lots of great items up here. Campfire log, okay. Maybe I can show off the campfire log. Campfire log needs a new bag icon right now, but it's a great way to heal up your team. A lot of fun, in my opinion, just camping out with the bros. Let's see, I gotta put my guy back up front because I just love him too much. Alright, into the caves. Let's see, come on, find a Dewserp so I can tell my jokes. They're really good jokes, guys. You guys are not gonna stop laughing. You'll say, no, please, my sides hurt too much. I can't stop laughing. Oh, there's a Dewserp. Oh yeah, Dewserp. So, if you've been following along, you might already know this, but Dewserp is a reality break specialist. So he has attacks that cause the status condition reality break, and he has plenty of moves to take advantage of that status once it's in effect. So let's try an attack. Oh, he's level 24. Alright, let's try... Well, at least I'll get stabbed from that. Oh, he wrecked me with Soul Stealer right off the bat. Okay. Man, I love playing this game on Switch. It feels so much more fun to play a game on a console. Alright, so time for some Dewserp jokes. Okay. So first off, there's a king on Crown Island, and he really pissed off the people, and the people threw him out, and Dewserp got elected. And it turns out the Dewserp sabotaged the king in the first place. So, what do you call that? He was he Dewserped the king. Yeah, the king was Dewserped. Alright, okay, well, tough audience. My dog isn't laughing at all. Maybe you can see my dog down there. Can you see my dog down there? Yeah, see, that dog ain't laughing at all. Alright, let's see. Okay, we got one more. One more dessert joke before I'm wrecked. Okay. So, hey, did you hear about the new tasty summer treat, the slushy with 2 straws? Yeah. You know what they say. I'm gonna head down to get myself a dew slurp, because you slurp the a refreshing dew slurp, because it got 2 straws, and dew slurp has 2 heads. Yeah. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed my comedy. And now I'm dead. So, we're gonna do a little save scumming here. So I don't want to get rid of my guy here, but I want to see how much he's worth. So I'm gonna go in here, and we're gonna just do a quick auction. So let's appraise our monster. Interesting monster. It's worth $84. Alright, let's auction off that monster and see if we can get more, because the auction is like it's like a little mini game where you got. The auction is like a little mini game where people kind of bid for the value of your monster. So let's see what we can get here, just as a fun way to end off the stream. 1.5, 1.5, 1.25, 1. Run low on 2. Okay. So congratulations, the monster was auctioned off for $168. Yeah, so if you got a timer, much like a real auction, when the timer runs out, you're forced to accept the last price, but if you press A, you can accept one early, so I got a 2 times value on that monster. So just gonna heal up here real quick. All healed up. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this little Switch playthrough of Monster Crown. As you can see, the game runs pretty well. It looks great. And I'm really glad to see it finally running on the Switch. So, you Switch fans out there know that this is on the way. This is coming for you. It's coming to grab the first slot in your Switch home screen.